Now let's take a practical application for understanding variance as well as a standard deviation. Even though we live in a world where we pay real rupees for goods and services, not percentages of income, but most Indian or American or European employers issue rises based on percent of salary. If you remember, the increment of your packages or increment on your salaries are percent based, whether it is American or Indian or European company, irrespective of the origin, all will go for the percentage of salary. The increment is in percentage of salary. So why do supervisors think the most fair rise is a percentage rise? The answer for that is because higher paid persons win the most money, because obviously the one who gets highest package will be getting highest increment. And the easiest thing to do is raise everyone's salary by same fixed percent. So for example, let's take if company X budget went up by 5 percentage, so salaries can go up by 5 percentage. So they decided to go with the percentage rise. They want to do the increment, so the increment they want to go with the percentage rise. So if your budget went up by 5 percentage, salaries can go up by 5 percentage. The problem is that the flat percent rise gives you unequal increased rewards. You know why it happens? Because obviously different persons will have different packages. That's the reason. Okay, let's take this company BLR late services. Their salary budget or salary pool is 2 lakh dollar, and incomes, so they have to pay this much of money. Okay, so president will receive 100K dollar, manager 50K dollar, and secretary 40K dollar, and technician 10K dollar. Okay, that's what the salaries of various employees of that BLR late services. Now let's do some statistics on this. Let's consider measures of inequality. Let's take mean. So mean of this would be 2 lakh divided by 4. Okay, it's 50K dollar. Mean is 50K dollar. Then range, lowest is 10K, highest is 100K. So 100K dollar minus 10K dollar, it is 90K dollar is the range. Then variance is this much. Of course, you have to square up. We have to square up the deviations of each. So we got this much of variance. And standard deviation, let me calculate the standard deviation. Standard deviation is a square root of the variance, and standard deviation is 32.4K dollar. As per the standard deviation, the average deviation between each employee is 32.4K dollar. These are the measures of inequality that we have considered. Now what will we do is, let's apply, this is the present condition. So because of as the budget went up by 5%, now let's apply a 5% rise because the budget went up by 5%. When the budget went up by 5%, our salary pool increased by 10,000. That's a $2,10,000. Then incomes, president will get 105K dollar. That's obviously okay. 50 more. He got the $5,000 more. The president got $5,000 more. Manager got 0.5K dollar. That is $500 and secretary got two. Okay, just a minute. Yep, sorry. So president got 5K dollar more, manager got 2.5K dollar more, secretary got 2K dollar more, and technician got just just 0.5K dollar. So that's $5,000, $2,500, and $2,000 and $500. So totally 50% has gone to the president, and remaining 50% has been shared by the manager, secretary, and technician. So the flat percentage rise increased inequality. The top earner got 50 percentage of the new money, and the bottom earner got just 5 percentage of the new money. So measures of inequality went up by 5 percentage. Now let's see the measures of inequality. So mean has gone up by 5 percentage, 52.5K dollar, and range has again gone up by 5%, is 94.5K dollar, and then variance has gone up, and then standard deviation has before it was 32.4K dollar, now the 34K dollar went up by 5 percentage. So it's clear the standard deviation, if the value changes uh, across the each entity of the population or sample, the standard deviation will also change. If it changes, the overall standard deviation also changes. You can see that the standard deviation here on left 32.4K, and on right it's 34K dollar, and it's increased by 5% at the same amount of the increment. Okay, so now the flat percent rise increased inequality. As we have discussed, the top earner got 50% of the new money, the bottom earner got 5% of the new money. Inequality increased by 5%. That's what I'm saying. The standard deviations are inequality. So the inequality also increased by 5%. Since we pay for goods and services in real dollars, so not in percentages, there are substantially more new things that the top earners can purchase compared with the bottom earner for the rest of their employment years. Let's take this example. Our company, that BLR Late Services, is giving the earners $5,000, $2,500, $2,000, and $500. That's what they are given, increment, more respectively, each and every year forever. Let's take it as forever. So what does this mean in terms of compounding rises? So BLR Late Services is essentially saying each year we will buy you a new TV in addition to everything else you buy. So here is what you will get it. So the technician get it a TV which costs around $475, and secretary $2,000, manager $2,500, president $5,000. So this says the gap between the rich and poor expands. So that is the reason. This is why some progressive organizations give a percentage rise with a flat increase for lowest wage earners. For example, 5% or $1,000, whichever is great. So this is how the variance and standard deviation affect our lives, and this is the best practical application that we can use it for understanding the standard deviation of the income between various people. As the standard deviation increases, the gap between the rich and the poor also expands. The goods that they can possess or buy, or or they can procure, is also varies because of the standard deviation in the income.